the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets under the lights on Thursday night.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a man who upset the AFC champs in his first career start last year during the regular season. Out of Western Kentucky, here's Mike White.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. White looks to throw. A throw to the flat for Carter. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now White. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Off play action, here's White. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed throw route.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A play fake. Now White. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Now White with a 1st down throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now White. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far in this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's White.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his 2nd season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
Here's the 2nd-year man from Clemson, Travis.
And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Now Lawrence.
They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. That'll give them 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
This complete to Jones.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third.
Here's Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence, and completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Draw play, Etienne.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give him any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
On 1st and 10, White. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 6, just inside the 30. White.
He's got the connection to Moore.
7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go now. Let's go. Hey, what we got? Let's stick to it.
On first down, it's White. And that is caught. It's Davis.
He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Give him 32 on the play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for Jacksonville in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first two quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
ETN up the middle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, right back to ETN.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Lawrence.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
A slant to Jones.
Touchdown!
Zay Jones.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. White looks to throw. He's going to look deep for more.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's White. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. On play action, Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Now, that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll run with ETN. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. One more time with ETN. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now, Lawrence. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Patterson now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So the Jets now down by 10. A minute 50 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Now White with a first down throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Throwing again on second down. White trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now White. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Here's White. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now White. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. To throw, White. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.